So today we have two speakers that have a lot of similarities. For example, the Zealot is cool retro design. The Mlove is also cool retro design. But in the audio performance they are pretty different actually. So for example with the Zealot we have a pretty alright clarity, some vocal, but bass is there really also enough, but not very deep in the lowest levels. With the Mlove it's a bit of a different story. So here on this one the clarity is maybe not the best out of the box, but you do have a deeper and nicer bass performance. And of course on both speakers you can adjust the bass, you can adjust the treble, but even if you do this, the Zealot is still more in the clarity and the Mlove just has more output in bass. This is pretty funny to see because both speakers are pretty similar in overall way they are built. For example on the rear. They both are kind of made the same with this back panel. So everything is a bit located different, but they both have a bass port. They both have the same output-input ports and also the same way they have been assembled. So this means that this back cover, you can screw it out and then you can remove everything inside the speaker. I do think that I prefer the Mlove overall when we talk about the build quality. Not only does it look more, I would say, peaceful, so less busy with all these gold colors like on the Zealot for example, but also it all feels a bit better. The buttons feel fit very well, even after the long period of testing that I have the speaker now. And this, you do feel more flexibility in the buttons. The buttons also feel less click-tile, while these really do give a great feedback. And the same goes with, for example, how the speaker has been put together. This speaker you are able to get the grill off and then you can see the drivers. But with the Zealot I really tried, you can remove this cheap plastic outer rim and also the logo, which is just like with a few tapes connected on the speaker. But sadly the speaker cover, it is a fabric so it is soft, has been glued on top of a plastic panel in front of the speaker drivers. So I was not able to get a look inside the Zealot. I do know they do have two tweeters and one bass driver. And the Mlove has one tweeter and also one bass driver. So this means that this one is mono and this one does have stereo tweeters. But I did notice that one side of the tweeters works pretty fine, but the other tweeter is maybe not that powerful. Or it maybe has to do with my unit. But again, you do hear that the Zealot has more clarity and the Mlove is more on the bass side and more warmer sound. So I do think that the Mlove is just more fitting its design. Because retro speakers, vintage speakers are pretty well known for being more warmer sound. And the Zealot actually sounds more like a higher modern speaker. So without further ado, here are a few audio samples so you can see yourself a bit how these two speakers compare. So let's go into those.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their